welcome back, and if you're new, I'm Lauren.
And I'm Amanda.
And today we are going to be going over all of the books on our physical TBR. And let me just say, there's a lot.
There's too many.
There's too many.
It's like embarrassing.
It's embarrassing. I'm disappointed in us, but it's something that everyone has, so.
Somebody suggested this, but we have been seeing this going around on Booktube, so we decided to do our own. I feel like the amount of books that we have is way more.
Is way more than the ones that we see.
Hopefully, doing this video can make us realize just how much we have that we need to read
Before getting more.
Before buying more.
Right.
We had wanted to make a TBR cart. We were like, maybe we should make a TBR cart, make
They're
a
so
video.
cute.
They are so cute.
We see them all the time on Bookstagram, everyone posting their TBR cart, and we were like, that's such a great idea.
So as we were taking off the books that we haven't read, just to put them on the floor for this video, our shelves are empty.
They're empty. They're so bare. It would be easier for us to put the books we have read onto the carts.
Oh my god.
And our shelves are just TBR shelves.
It really humbled me.
Right.
I'm like, I haven't read anything.
So we're going to show you guys each of our physical TBRs. I'm going to go first since we're here, and I have my stacks upon stacks of books. I organized them by genre, so I thought we would just start off with my fantasy stacks because those are pretty huge. Since there are so many, we're just gonna kind of go through them. If we have anything that we want to say, we'll say it.
It's gonna be like a little speed round
Well,
because there's too many.
We're gonna keep it going.
Yeah.
So to start us off, we have The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. We both have this book, and hopefully we can read it this October.
Yes. This is the one that I found at our book thrifting. I got it for $2.
Which is crazy because I didn't. I've got a little small Le Bardugo stack here. We have the Six of Crows duology and Shadow and Bone. I've got These Violent Delights and Our Violent Ends. Haven't started this because I've heard mixed reviews, but I have them. I have Kingdom of the Wicked. Haven't read. I have a Children of Blood and Bone, the one I got at our Barnes & Noble. I have Spellslinger. Love this cover. I can't wait to read this one.
That is such a beautiful cover.
I know. I've got the third book in this series. Haven't started it. I don't own the first two.
Oh.
But I've got Gods and Monsters.
Okay.
I have the first 3 books in the Crave series. I honestly bought these when Barnes & Noble was having their 50% off hardback. I've heard mixed things about that one too. Recently, I got Red Rising in our Half Price Books haul. I have the last 2 books in the An Ember in the Ashes series, the one I most recently started. I've got the 3rd book in the From Blood and Ash series. This series is my guilty pleasure series. I can't decide if I hate it or I love it. Don't love the plot line, but I can't stop reading it. I also have the 4th book pre-ordered, so that's coming. So I have a little Cassandra Clare stack here. Just a little Cassandra Sarah Clare. What did I just say? I have the first 5 books in the Mortal Instrument series. I think I'm only missing 1. I need to get it done. It's a staple in fantasy. I haven't read it yet. And then I have Chain of Gold. This was the first book I bought. I didn't realize there was a whole lot going on before. So I need to catch up on these. Just a few singles here that are part of a series, but I don't own all of it. We have Red Queen, The Demon King. This one I heard is such a great series. The Burning Sky. I have the first 2 in the Lunar Chronicles series. These are also a classic that I feel like everyone's read, and I just have to get around to it. We have a slight Sarah J. Maas stack.
Just a little Sarah J. Maas.
So I need to read A Court of Silver Flames. This is the last one in the ACOTAR world that I haven't read yet. I need to do that because I've heard that you have to read that one before the Crescent City series, and I do have both of these. I have not started either one yet. They're massive. I keep putting it off because they look intimidating. So I have to read A Court of Silver Flames, then these 2. Of course, I have to start the Throne of Glass series. This is her first project. I can't wait to see how the writing compares.
My arms are like shaking.
Oh, you don't have to hold them. I just can't wait to see how this writing compares to the ACOTAR books because we love those. So of course, what we have here is Assassin's Blade.
These covers are so beautiful.
So beautiful, from Nerdy Ink on Instagram. Throne of Glass, Heir of Fire, Crown of Midnight. Let me know if these are out of order.
Probably.
Probably. Queen of Shadows, Empire of Storms, and Kingdom of Ash. Oh, I'm hoping to start those this summer.
You got some reading to do.
No, I have some reading. Now we have our romance stack. We're getting to the goods.
Yes.
So on the top here, we have all my Colleen Hoover that I haven't read, which honestly is so disappointing. I hate that I have a stack of Colleen books I haven't read yet.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
I don't know. I need to get them done. We have Confess.
So good.
You keep telling me to read it. Maybe Someday, Without Merit, and Never Never. I only have the first book. I think there's 3 parts. I don't know how that happened, but I only have the first one. I do also have to read the Briar You series. You just finished them.
Yes.
And you liked 2 out of a 4.
Well, yeah. One of them, the play was like my most favorite.
Okay, and that's a 3rd one?
Yes.
So I'm not in any rush to read these.
No.
No, I know. I did love Off Campus by Elle Kennedy, and this is a spin-off series, so I did have high hopes.
It's perfect when you want a quick, short, fast read, you know?
And I might need those this month. You guys know we've been reading the Addicted/Calloway Sisters series, and these are the only 4 I have left. We have Addicted After All, Fuel the Fire, Long Way Down. Daisy is my favorite.
Yes.
And then, of course, the last one, Some Kind of Perfect. This I know is going to destroy us.
Definitely.
Okay, next I just have some standalone romances. So here is what we got. Good Girl Complex by Elle Kennedy.
Mixed reviews on that one.
Is there?
Lots of mixed reviews on that one.
I was hoping to read it during the summer. One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. We have the Summer Broken Rules, which I want to read this summer. Emergency Contact. I think I DNF'd this, but I want to give it another shot.
Yeah.
We have The Wedding Date. I was supposed to read that in February. The Happy Ever After playlist. Huh.
That just looked like you've never seen that cover in your life.
This is what happens when you get to like book outlet and you gotta fill up. We have How to Fail at Flirting, Inner Holidays by Christina Lauren, and The 12 Dates of Christmas. You read both of these. Didn't really like either one.
I did like Inner Holidays.
Alright, maybe I'll read that one this Christmas. We now have our mystery thrillers. And this stack I've had for so long. Mystery thrillers are just such a hit or miss, and everyone that I start is so slow and unpredictable that I'm constantly disappointed, so I haven't touched these. Let me know if any of them are good. We have The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave. This one, I do want to read this one.
Yeah.
I think this one was in my TBR. Into the Water by Paula Hawkins as well. A Slow Fire Burning. Paula Hawkins. I've only read one book by this author. I guess I like her. We have The Whisper Man by Alex North and A History of Wild Places. These two are the ones that I gravitate towards the most. We have The Final Girls by Riley Sager. A River Enchanted. This was one from Book of the Month.
Most of these have been from Book of the Month.
Most of these are from Book of the Month. And then if you guys saw our half price books haul this past Wednesday, you did see these, but I have the first 3 of the Millennium series. Apparently they're mystery thrillers. These are like my horror books, which is probably my favorite shelf, and I've read none of these. Oh my gosh. But I'm waiting for October, and a lot of these Stephen King are so huge that I just haven't been able to start them yet, but after I graduate, it's on. We have The Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. I did like the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, whatever it was called. Y'all know what it was called. We both got The Shining from Barnes & Noble. $10 from Barnes & Noble. So we're excited to read this one. I've got Needful Things by Stephen King. 11/22/63.
Didn't you get that for like $2?
Oh, we did. This was at the book thrifting thing.
That's crazy. $2.
$2 for the Stephen King
book.
And then lastly, I have 4 Past Midnight. I think this is my miscellaneous stack, if anything. I did not know what to call this, but there's some good ones in here. They're just kind of random. We have the Atlas 6, which is one that I've been dying to read.
I'm surprised you haven't.
And I just haven't done it yet. I also just saw they came out with the hardback, and it's beautiful as well.
So it's like dark academia.
Yeah, dark academia, and I heard that this is like real spicy or something. We have The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I got this one for my birthday last year, and this is one I'm super excited for as well. I think it's a psychological thriller. We have Ace of Spades. This is the one that won our Instagram poll for which book we're gonna buddy read this month. So you will be seeing a reading vlog of us reading this one. We are very excited.
About time.
It's about time, and I don't know anything about it.
I don't either.
We have Circe by Madeline Miller. Beautiful.
Beautiful cover.
Oh, this is the one.
Wow.
That's beautiful. We have Project Hail Mary still.
I want to read this one so bad, and you guys are not voting for it.
That's okay. I'm fine with putting this one off. I know it's going to be good, but I just don't gravitate towards it. We keep putting this up on our polls for every month, and it never wins. I've got the Divergent trilogy, a classic. These movies were fantastic. I'm so excited to see if the books are better. Love these characters. Theo James.
Theo James.
My TikTok is just a bunch of edits of him. We also have the first book in the Maze Runner trilogy.
Dylan O'Brien.
Dylan O'Brien. And then here I have that Dracula Paper Mills copy I got from Book Outlet. Beautiful. And then lastly in the stack I have The Book Thief. What's there to be said? Now a major motion picture?
Oh.
Did you know that?
I didn't even know anything about this book.
I did not know this was a movie now. Now I kind of do want to read it before I watch it.
Yeah. Oh.
And my last stack is all of these.
They can't even see see it's just going all the way to the floor.
I think these are just YA ones that I just haven't touched, but they all sounded interesting when I bought them. We have The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. This is one that just sounds so intriguing, honestly. I think she wakes up at the hospital with no memory of how she got there, and all her friends are dead or something.
Oh, wow.
I know, but that's crazy. Like, I have to know what happened.
I remember you talking about that one.
Yeah. We have Strange Creatures. This is one I recently got from Book Outlet. The Dark Descent of Elizabeth. Oh, you can't see that at all. The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein. There's Someone in Your House. I started reading this one. I did not like it. I think I need to start again. I tried to read it when I was in my slump last month.
Yeah.
And I could not get into it. We have Dear Evan Hansen. I originally bought this before the movie came out, thinking I was going to read it beforehand, and I didn't. Side effects may vary. I got this one years ago, actually. We have The Last Hope by Kristen Becker Ritchie.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is like a sci-fi one that they wrote.
Oh, wow.
And we do love their writing, so hopefully that's good. This guy in the
What are
deep.
you laughing at?
Because I've had this on my every month on my TBR.
Actually,
And I still haven't touched
Is this the
it.
Vikings one?
Yes! I'm sorry. I love Adrienne Young. I will read it eventually. We have The Lies They Tell, The Letting Go. We have The Chaos of Standing Still. I feel like I need to get back into YA.
Yeah,
I
YA is so
originally
cute.
got all of these at the start of my reading journey when I was only reading YA, and a lot of these I think will be really good. We have The Survivalist, Hope and Other Punchlines. Nick and June were here, just random, the most random books you've ever heard of. The Art of Breaking Things, this one's really pretty. The Home Stretch, we have All We Could Have Been, Confessions About Colton. I think his friend gets murdered, and this guy's leaving him clues, and he has to figure out what happened. And the last one, we have Past Perfect Life. This one was interesting. This was the one with the girl named Allie. She has like a perfect life, and then she finds out that her real name's Amanda, and she's been missing for 15 years. Come on! YAs are so good.
Read it already.
I know.
So stay tuned for our monthly book haul coming up next week.
Well, like, that being said, we do have a book haul coming.
I did just order more books.
I almost get overwhelmed because I feel like I won't be able to read them all.
Like, what do you mean? In your life?
I don't know. It just feels like I'm running out of time to read them, you know? I think that was all 108 books. It doesn't feel like that many. Let me show you what we're just looking at right here.
Yeah, we're gonna take a little clip and show you guys because this is honestly ridiculous.
So this was all 108 physical books on my TBR. Let us know down in the comments if you've read any of these and I should prioritize them on my list, because I will. I'm easily influenced.
Definitely, I would say the Sarah J. Maas.
Let me know which ones are your faves and I'll read them sooner. I think we're gonna go over to your house now and go through your physicals.
And expose me.
Okay, so we're gonna go head over there.
Okay, I am ready to expose myself now. So I also divided in little sections. This first section is going to be my romances. Starting off strong, Daisy Jones and the Six. This one has been on my TBR, like my monthly TBR multiple times. I'm going to get to it this month. Hopeless by Colleen Hoover. That's the only one that I have not read yet.
That's good.
I feel like I'm saving it for a day where I don't know what I want to read. Christina Lauren, Love and Other Words. This is so many people's favorite. The Finish Line. We did just read Exodus.
I honestly don't even want to talk about it.
We cried our eyes out throughout the entire book, so I'm a little scared to start this one.
Cecilia deserves a happy ending, but I just honestly, I can't go back to that story right now. Like, I need a moment to process.
I get that. Maybe next month, but she deserves a happy ending.
Yeah.
If she doesn't get the happy ending she deserves, I'm literally gonna throw these away. By Mariana Zapata books, All Roads Lead Here. I heard this is like one of her best ones. I haven't read it yet, but I did read The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, a nice slow burn, so I'm excited to start the rest of her books that I have. I also have Colty or Colti. It's a coach and a player romance. I've heard a lot of great things about this one as well. I do have the Addicted / Calloway Sisters series that I am so excited to finally get back into. I have The Return by Nicholas Sparks. I have not read a Nicholas Sparks book yet, but I know he's a very popular romance author. Love scenes. I know this is like an enemies to lovers, but they're actors. They have to like pretend to be in love with each other, so I'll probably get to this one soon. So the next stack I have is just popular YA books. Starting off with Firekeeper's Daughter. I saw this one everywhere. I had to get it. I think it's like YA, mystery thriller, psychological fiction. One of Us is next. I do have the UK copy, I think it is, and the edges are sprayed with blue. I think it looks so cool. Ace of Spades, we will be reading this one this month. We're very excited. We're going into it completely blind, so hopefully we love it just as much as everyone else. The Inheritance Games, one of everybody's favorites. The Cruel Prince, no clue what it's about, but another one that's everyone's favorite. The Selection, I'm thinking it's like The Bachelor. I saw it said YA fantasy.
Maybe there's magic.
Okay, I'm down for a little YA fantasy. Fable.
So
I need to start this one already. I'm like waiting until I have Namesake. I'm ready to start another fantasy, so I think this one will be the next one. Night Circus, we'll probably read it in October. Give the Dark My Love. This was just one of those ones that Book Outlet had for $1.99. Hardcover, I'm gonna get it. The Scythe trilogy. I think I'm just holding on again whenever I'm in a really bad reading slump. I think these are like the key to get out of it. The Fault in Our Stars. The movie had me crying my eyes out, so I'm sure the book will be just as good. All the Ugly and Wonderful Things. I have heard a few things about this, so when I saw it on sale at Book Outlet, I got it. Life of Pi. This was a really good movie, so I'm excited to read the book. I Have a Moxie. I really want to read this one and then watch the film on Netflix. This Is Where It Ends. Devastating story about a school shooting, and it takes place like all within 1 hour. Okay, so the next stack I have are mystery, thrillers, psychological fiction, all thrown in here. Starting off with The Silent Patient. I don't know why I haven't started this one yet. A lot of you guys, this one is like your favorite one ever. They say there's a really big plot twist in the end. I'll probably start it soon. Razorblade Tears. I did just get this one in our video on Wednesday. This one's gonna be a crazy ride. The plot is insane. It's two ex-con dads and their sons both just got murdered, so they're trying to figure out what happened and get revenge. Local Woman Missing. I swear this should say Local Missing Woman. It drives me crazy. This is one that I saw all over Bookstagram. I've heard really great things about it, so I can't wait to read it. No Exit. Y'all have heard me say it so many times, but I want to read this one and then watch the Hulu film. Lauren doesn't want to read it with me, so I will read it by myself. Lock Every Door. This is one that I have been wanting to read for a really long time. Where the Crawdads Sing. The movie trailer just came out for this, and I immediately felt like I was left out. Yeah. Like I didn't know what was happening because I didn't want to watch the trailer yet. So I need to read this one and then I'll be ready to watch the trailer and watch the movie. The First Day of Spring. I don't know too much about it. I guess I'll be going into this one blindly. The Girl on the Train, a classic. I did watch the movie a long time ago, but I don't remember what happened, so I'll be reading the book. The Survivors. Now we're kind of getting into the ones that I don't really
know too
much about. So The Survivors. I do have 2 copies of The Silent Wife. I don't know why I have 2 copies, but then I also have another, The Silent Wife, but it's by a different author. I didn't know they could do that. I thought they would have like some kind of rights. Hopefully the books aren't similar. The Other Woman. I don't know too much about it. Never Have I Ever. I really just picked this one up because I liked the name. The Woman in the Window. Is this a movie? I think this is a movie. I don't know. The House of Brides. No clue what this is, but I thought the cover was gorgeous, so I got it. We Speak in Storms. I think it's like We Were Liars. The Woman in Cabin 10. I just loved this cover. The Network. No clue what it's about. When You See Me. Another mystery thriller I need to read. Gone Girl. Another classic. Cinder Brown. Thick as Thieves. I thought this was a mystery thriller, but apparently it's like a deep romance too. So now I just have a little miscellaneous stack. We have Anxious People. I saw this one like early on in our reading journey, so I need to read this one already. Sweetness of Forgetting. I think this is a historical fiction. The Lost Apothecary. This one is trending like crazy right now. I think this is another historical fiction. All the Lights We Cannot See. This was one that I've been wanting to read for a really long time, so hopefully I'll get to it soon. My Dark Vanessa. I want to read this one so bad. I know it's about like the teacher and the student romance, but it's dark. Psychological fiction thriller. Little Woman. I love this copy of Little Woman with the gold pages. I need to like read this maybe in sections, slowly make my way through it. Mary Kay Andrews, The Newcomer. I think she's like the queen of summer books. Nicholas Sparks, The Best of Me. I did watch this movie on Netflix and I did like it. Blackout. I really want to read this one. I know it has 6 different POC authors and they all got to write their own little section. Stephen King, The Shining. We will probably read this one sometime in October. Project Hail Mary, that you guys do not vote for in our polls. That's not true. A lot of you guys vote for it. It just never wins. So we're on to my last stack. These are just random ones that I have no idea what they are. Most of them are just ones that I had to get on Book Outlet to get free shipping. So let's go through them. I Spy. Yes. Girl at the Edge. If you guys have read any of these, please let me know if you loved them so that they'll go higher on my TBR list. The Cheerleaders, this one actually looks kind of cute. I wonder if it's like a mystery or something. Constellation of Roses, I really just loved this cover. How to Fail at Flirting, I have seen this one around a little bit. Feast Days, I have no clue what this one is. Lights All Night Long, I think this is a coming of age story. Secret Lives of Mothers and Daughters. Other People's Pets, I don't know what that's about.
I feel like that one would be good.
When you read this, maybe a romance. Diver's Game. Oh, this one was like last week on Book Outlet's $1.99 sale. Pack Up the Moon. It has really good ratings on Goodreads. Photos of You, no clue. And last but certainly not least, A Theory of Love. So, I just exposed myself. I think that was 78 books that we went through.
Which is crazy because it doesn't feel like it.
I know.
I had a fun time making this video. However, all of my books now are not on my shelves. So maybe it's a perfect time for like a reorganization thing.
Yeah.
While they're all the way.
Let us know if you want to see us reorganize our bookshelves because they are just a mess right now. I do want to say that this is really eye-opening and hopefully I don't buy books for a really long time.
We're starting our book ban now.
Yeah.
We placed our last orders last week. We're going to let those arrive. And we're on our book ban. We're not going to allow ourselves to buy any until we read 10 on our physical TBR.
We need to like sign a paper.
We need to write it down.
So that is going to be it for today's video. We did have a good time going through and exposing ourselves to all of you. Comment down below and let us know how many books you have on your physical TBR.
As always, we do put out new videos every Wednesday and Friday. So if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
I do.
You want some pickles?
That pickle dip is good.